members of the public are reporting multiple sightings of TV therapists Nik and Eva Speakman.
What have we done?
For the next 14 days, 10 celebrities will leave their glamorous lifestyles behind to become fugitives.
It doesn't get more real than this.
Filming their every move is a covert camera operator living alongside them.
I've got fireworks going off in my head.
Tracking them down.
Eyes on fugitives!
Is an elite team of hunters.
Runner! Runner!
Armed with the powers of the state.
And Nik and Eva, thankfully, no longer pursued by the celebrity hunter team, are here now. Hey, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Oh, hi, lovely to see you. Why did you want to go on Hunted in the first place?
Well, it's for stand-up to cancer, and sadly I lost my mum to cancer, and, you know, that was the main reason. But also, we taught people about getting outside of the comfort zone. And we thought, well, you know, it's about time we did it as well.
I cannot even tell you how far out of our comfort zone it was. I mean, what an adrenaline rush, start to finish.
I feel stressed.
I know,
we're
just
watching
Well,
that.
I was going to say that because it does look stressful, and anybody sort of chasing after you or anything, I'm not sure I could put myself through it. But how does it work? Because you've got 10 celebs to begin with. What do they? You get some money?
Yeah,
what do they take away from you?
You do get a little bit of money. They take your phones, they take credit cards, everything, and all you get is you do get a little bit of cash. But equally, but you don't want to use a credit card because it might, or a cash card, because it might lead back to you. So you don't want to do that. But we actually started in prison. So we, first of all, had to break out of prison. Hadn't quite clocked off because whilst in prison, we cured one of our other fugitives, Bobby Seagull, of his extreme phobia of Marmite.
You guys don't stop.
And now apparently he eats it every day.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, so we started with that, and then we were allowed to choose our first getaway vehicle.
Yeah.
And that was in my hands.
Okay.
So Nik completely passed that over to me, didn't you?
And it wasn't a very speedy vehicle,
no,
was it?
No, tandem.
Yes.
I mean, of all things, honestly, I was so disappointed when I saw it.
Oh, my goodness, but it was hilarious.
So there's things like that you don't realise. If you eating, I mean, the eating story, I was like, God, this is brutal because you don't want to go and buy anything in case somebody spots you. So you actually resorted to getting food out of bins.
Well, actually, we had people that gave us food, and I remember one night. I mean, literally, this is our evening meal. We had 3 items, and we had mini cheddars, salted peanuts, and a naked bar. And I said, look, we've got a 3-course meal here, Eva. You know, what order should we have it in? And yet the crew, obviously, the crew there to film, to record everything, they're having a Nando's.
But if you ask them something, understandably, they say, we're not here.
So they don't...
No, it's really tough.
That's the thing that I watch. I
really
love
tough.
this show so much.
It is fabulous.
And so is it super real? They don't help you?
Real. It is it's super real, and like you quite rightly say, you get to a point where you do become incredibly paranoid. So you don't want to go into shops to buy food. So could we have eaten? Yes, we could, but we didn't want to get seen. So we didn't eat for many times, and that's why even, we did, bins were a thing. We ate with rats. So there were times where we were hid in bushes, literally eating with rats. I weed outside.
Well, you didn't only wee outside.
Yeah.
What
Well,
else happened?
That's true, yeah. So I actually haven't weed outside since I was a teenager, but I did by mistake. Wee in Nik's shoe. But there was an even more bizarre story to that.
So we're on this country lane. It's like a single-track lane. There are no cars coming in. Eva said, look, I'm desperate to go to the toilet. I said, right, OK. So she's in the hedge. No cars coming. In the hedge.
So bearing in mind that can I demonstrate?
Yes.
Oh, yes, please do.
Don't take it all the way.
No, I won't.
Well, I'll be you.
So you be me.
Okay.
Well, no, first of all, let me just demonstrate. Because of brambles and prickly stuff, I'm in a semi-squat.
Right.
So this is it. I'm in this kind of a position. So Nik is me, and he's this. This is me. I'm Nik, and he's looking for cars.
Out of nowhere, car appears.
Right, so what would you do? You'd think you would do this.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Nik turned round, does this, hands on my shoulders, and I'm there with my head in his crotch and my knickers around my ankles.
Me.
I'm like, for goodness sake, we're going to get arrested.
You are.
I know.
This was not caught by camera crew.
It wasn't. No, fortunately, they, unlike Nick, protected my modesty.
Panicking.
You know who
could have
else?
been the Hunters.
Did Alison protected you as well? And we've got a clip of this because at one point you went to sort of stay in her house. Let's have a look.
Nick and Eva Speakman have made their way to Solihull, near Birmingham. The home of celebrity associate Alison Hammond.
Thanks for trusting me. I haven't even put my makeup on. This is your house now, your home. I've got a little present for you. You know these are super boobs.
Yeah.
I've got 100 in that boob, you.
Oh, bless you.
And in this boob,
Thank you so much.
I've got £5 now. I've got 100
Thank
in
you
that
so
one.
much.
You're welcome. You don't have to give it me back, it's for you.
So from your boobs to mine.
I won't tell you I'm putting mine.
That's so good. Oh my God. You stayed there for quite a long time, though, didn't you? Actually,
Well,
that was. I mean, I say a long time, but normally you was.
Yeah, you can't
moving
really
all
stay
over.
anywhere beyond sort of 24, 48 hours.
Yeah.
And you do move around quickly. We did. That was our strategy.
Yeah.
As timing goes, we stayed with Alison longer than anywhere, but even in that scenario, didn't stay there ages.
That was the safest we actually felt, even though you still don't feel safe because you just never know where they're going to be.
And when we turned up, Alison actually didn't want to let us in because we were in
She thought we were the
disguise.
Hunters, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, so she's like, she wouldn't let us in, and we're like, please let us in. But when we did get in, I've got to tell you that you do feel very vulnerable and you do feel very alone. And then when Alison just put her arm around us,
Yeah.
it was like every bit of fear and adrenaline we had in us just melted away, and she was incredible.
Well, you've got in the hot tub. I mean, you were all very relaxed. It looks like
Oh my God, yeah.
you don't look like you're being hunted there.
Yeah, it doesn't look very stressful, does
I know, but I do think the Hunters got a little bit cross with us because I think that they thought we were a little bit cheeky, and that was another strategy. We wanted to irritate them.
I'm going to say that even though it was so stressful, we literally laughed all the way through.
we did.
And one thing that was amazing is that we had this period where we had no responsibility as such other than keeping away from the Hunters, and it actually reminded us of how we fell in love in the first place.
Yeah.
And spending that time together.
Yeah, because he literally did not get on my nerves once. And we were literally together every second, and we did.
That's
We
so
had a lot of
nice.
fun. It was nice. But we did miss you all whilst we were on the road.
Yeah, we did.
We did try to get into studio, but we thought, you know what, I think it might just be a little bit risky.
But we did take some risks.
Well, we did.
You really did, and also I love the fact that you're both quite competitive as well, which was good to see. But as always, like with your day-to-day work, working as a team, which is really good.
Absolutely.
Well done, both of you, and we'll have to see what happens.
Yes,
Celebrity
please do.
Hunted, Tuesday, 9 p.m. on Channel 4, and you'll see a very different side to the Speakmans. I think you'll agree.